Okay, so I should be live right now. Let me go ahead and get some settings in place. I attempted to do OBS. OBS did not like to play with me, so I'm not doing OBS right now. Instead, I'm streaming on YouTube, so I will be linking that stream shortly. Let's see, my channel, Saturday check-in, there it is. I need to share it. Instead, I'm streaming on YouTube, so copy. I will be linking that stream shortly. Let's see, my channel, Saturday check-in, there it is. I am echoing. I need to share it. Instead, I'm streaming on YouTube, so I will be linking that stream. Let me see, shortly. Let's see, my channel, Saturday check-in, there it is. So, I am echoing. I need to share it. Instead, I'm streaming on YouTube, so I will be linking that stream. Let me see, shortly. Let's see, my channel, Saturday check-in, there it is. Let's see if that's better. YouTube, so I don't know. So, I need somebody to check in and let me know if you are still getting the double feedback. This is Maya. Maya says hello. All right, let's see. I need tech support. Am I still going? I think I'm okay because I turned off one of the audios. So I should be okay. Hopefully. So I need somebody to check in. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and go forward, in hopes that this is okay. And if it's not, what I'll end up doing is I know people are going to check me on this. So what I'll do is I'll just probably delete it because I don't know that I can edit it. I don't think I have the skills to edit it. Alright. So, we're just going to keep it moving, okay? We're going to keep it moving. Alright, so, good morning. Hello, how are you? I hope you are having a fabulous day. And if you're not having a fabulous day, tomorrow will be better. Do I know that tomorrow will be better? I don't know if tomorrow will be better, but it's going to get better eventually. I do know that. Somebody posted, actually several people have posted, that you have survived 100% of your hard days if you are here today. So I'm glad that you have joined me. I apologize. I will be clearing my throat a lot this Saturday because I have some phlegm and sinus drainage. I'm really, really afraid that I forgot to wash my hands one time and I picked up germs from the outside world. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Am I a germaphobe? No, I'm not a germaphobe. You can't work in the classroom I work in and be a germaphobe. It does not work. Um, but even before the little C, I don't want to call it the big C because the big C is, cancer. But even before the little C broke out, I made a habit of, as soon as I came into the house from being out, I would wash my hands. I would just do. That's just what I do. And when I go grocery shopping or go into any store, when I come back out into the car, I will sanitize my hands. Again, it's just something I do. Well, this Thursday, I went to the public library for the Hope Book Club. And by the way, if you're local and you haven't checked us out yet, please be sure to check us out. This is a shameless plug. We meet every fourth Thursday of the month from 6 to 8 at our public library. For the month of November, if you look at your calendar, you'll see that the fourth Thursday is Thanksgiving. So we will not be meeting then. Instead, we are meeting the Monday before Thanksgiving week, not before Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving week. So Monday, November 13th, we will be meeting from 6 to 8. And this past week, we, instead of going into the back room, we sat kind of in the parlor, I guess, over by the newspapers, which was kind of nice because the seating was comfy and it was very, very warm and welcoming. So I encourage you to join us. We just started a new book. And go to the front circulation desk and they have a copy, so you don't even have to buy it. And yeah, join up. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section below and I will answer. Or you can, if you're local, you can contact me because chances are you have my contact information. So all that to say, I don't remember washing my hands when I came back from the public library. Now, I'm not saying that the public library is dirty or anything like that, but I just didn't wash my hands. So I think that's what this is. Or it could be I picked up the crud from my students. That's a possibility too. So who knows? I'm just hoping that it clears up. Because on Monday we are taking a trip with my students out into the community. So today's mug is brought to you by a very, very dear friend. This mug is probably as old as our friendship. She gifted it to me for a Christmas, I believe it was. And Lynn was, I think I was still homeschooling. So, that would have been like 2005. So, it's almost 20 years old. So, for those who don't know, I collect mugs. I collect a lot of mugs. A whole lot of mugs. And the mugs I like to collect and get gifted, I guess is the term I want to use, are ones that are special to me. They mean something to me. I look at them, I look at the person who gave it to me, I look at them, I look at the mug and I think of just something fun or heartwarming or something like that. So because I have so many mugs, I have mugs on a rack on my counter. Those are the ones I use every day. We have mugs up above the coffee pot in case I just suddenly become very popular and tons of friends come to my house to drink coffee? Question mark? I don't know. And then I have more mugs in my hutch in my dining room. Do I have too many mugs? Yes, I do. Do I need to weed them or par them down? Yes, I do. But, yeah, but they're there. Three different mugs, or 3 different homes for the mugs. Here lately, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook or anything like that, but here lately I have been kind of changing my mindset about where things are in my house and how I relay that information. Instead of just putting something up, I think to myself, okay, where is a good home for this place? Home implying that, the roots are set, it's not going to move. Now, of course, it's going to move if you move it to use it, but when you get done using it, you put it right back where it was. That is its home. So, as I was sharing with a friend last week before last, before I buy anything new, I'm always thinking, okay, where am I going to put this? Where is its home in the house going to be? And I've even started asking Danny about that as well. When he comes home and he says, well, I almost got the big one, which we could be talking about darn near anything. Like toilet paper or paper towels or something like that. And I will say, well, I'm glad you didn't, because we don't really have room for it. So that's kind of my mindset shift for the things in my house. And I'm slowly, as I clean up areas, I'm really evaluating if I've used something and if I still like it, or if it's useful, if it really needs to be in the house. Now, I need to clarify something. I do this only for my things. I don't do it for Danny's things. I don't do it for the kitchen things, because those are typical. That area is Danny's domain. And a lot of stuff he has. We have talked about going through it, and it's on his radar, but until he's ready to go through it, it's like hands off. I clean it, I organize it, but I don't throw anything away. And then I don't go through any of Lynn's things either. So, without fail, like every week when I fold laundry or do laundry and fold it, I'm going through my clothes and asking myself, do I want to save it, or do I want to throw it out, or do I want to gift it? And that might sound weird, because typically if you have worn something or used something within the past 6 months, you keep it. But sometimes I wear things that I have that they're not comfortable. I don't feel good in them, talking about clothes, of course. And then I need to decide, okay, do I want to get rid of these in hopes that I'm going to lose weight within the next 6 months and can wear them? Or do I just want to completely can them and get them out of my closet and out of my, just completely out? Well, an interesting thing happens when you do this. When you really weed out those clothes and you have less clothes, you have to make sure that you are on top of your laundry schedule. Because if you're not, you're going to run out of clothes. So let this be a disclaimer. If you are completely fed up with the amount of clothes you have and you want to just get rid of them, remember, you're going to have to change some of your procedures or the routines, or how often you do something to accommodate for that change. So it kind of reminds me of like an equation where you balance it out. What goes here kind of thing. If you add here, you subtract here, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that was a long tangent for just a mug, and I apologize. But do I, though? No, I like my mug stories. I really do. So if you're a coffee or tea drinker, tell me, what's your favorite mug? What's the story behind your mug? Pictures. Can you post pictures to YouTube? I don't think you can. Maybe you can. but if you can't, just describe it. All right. Can you believe that today, Saturday, November 29th, 2022, is the last Saturday of October? Like, seriously, where in the world did October go, right? So when are your communities trick-or-treating? My community is trick-or-treating on Halloween, which is Monday, which means Tuesday is going to be a rocking good time. But I told my students, I said, you know what? You can bring some candy to have at snack or to have at lunch, but bring Miss Floyd some too. Of course, I joke. I don't need the candy. And there's a good chance that my kids won't bring the candy because my parents are pretty good about that. But they probably got to bed or will get to bed a little late on Monday night. So we'll kind of have to accommodate for behaviors and that kind of thing. So for my writers, Tuesday, November 1st begins National Novel Writing Month. Are you participating? I see a lot of people are gearing up for Preptober, or they're gearing up using Preptober, which is October this month. They kind of plan out their novel and that kind of thing. I'm probably not going to participate this year. I didn't really have an idea in mind. Rather, I'm going to use the momentum of 30 days to maybe do a couple things. Like maybe, and I talked about this last week, and I kind of made a promise, and I kind of kept it. Danny was able to uninstall my NVIDIA, which I said last week, NVIDIA. Nobody corrected me. It's NVIDIA. So he uninstalled it and reinstalled it and updated the driver. So I was able to use Prism Live Studio, but I still can't use OBS. So he has components to upgrade my computer. However, I probably have to buy another tower, a little bit bigger. But I told him I don't want a monolith because I don't have room on my desk. I have the tower, one monitor, and my second monitor. And that's kind of all I have. And that's kind of sort of all I want. So, yeah. Oh, there's my live countdown. I made a promise that these would only be 30 minutes long, and I'm going to stick to it. So, what I'm going to do instead for November, aside from the week where I'm trying to organize like 4 or 5 family Thanksgiving holidays, but the good news is we have always been notorious for having our holiday meals not on the holidays. That's the only way that you can really coordinate multiple families, is somebody's got to give. And it's really not important about the day. It's and I can't believe I'm saying this. It's not even important about the food, even though Thanksgiving is my hands down favorite holiday. I love it because of the food. And the Thanksgiving. I'm gonna swipe. Oop, I gotta swipe down. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So yeah, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. But, that's not what makes it special. The food is not what makes it special, because, I mean, you eat food 24 hours later, you're not using that food anymore, if you know, or well, you know. So, it's the people, ultimately. It's the people for me. That's what makes Thanksgiving so special, because there's no gifts involved. We're not celebrating one person for like a birthday. Instead, we're just getting together, loving on each other, spending time as a family, and I just really like that. So this year, I'm hoping to spend time with all my local family. I have family all over that I won't be able to spend time with, but hopefully we can, like, I can't believe I'm using this term. You know what? I refuse to use the FT term. Instead, I'm going to say video chat. I want to video chat with my family out of state. I'm not going to use the FT word because I'm not an Apple user. I joke. I joke about my Apple users, but there's nothing but love there. But it's kind of fun to kind of go back and forth. It's kind of like, you ready for me to bring it around? It's kind of like the Georgia-Florida football game. Do you know about this? Let me tell you. I don't know anything about this except that it's a rivalry. And hearing colleagues and friends go back and forth good-naturedly, always good-naturedly, is so much fun to watch. I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, I live in Georgia, so, okay, I guess I'll root for the Bulldogs. But if I were in Virginia or if I was in Georgia, not Georgia, I am in Georgia. If I was in California or somewhere else, I'd probably be like, oh, okay, I'll root for whatever state I'm in. So football is not my game. The most I got involved with football was when Lynn was in marching band and auxiliaries, and it was fun. It was so much fun. It was fun to watch, these children, and make no mistake, they are children. I think some people forget this, but it was fun to watch, the children go out and play. And my favorite games were the ones where our team and the other team were equally paired. So no one team was steamrolling over the other team, and it was like give and take. The tension was there. It was a lot of fun, but at the end of the game you could see that both had good sportsmanship. And I think you can tell that I'm not a sports person, because while my sports-minded people are talking about sportsmanship, and they don't really wish ill will on another team, being that I'm not emotionally invested in either team, I can be like, okay, let's back up. Did the ref make a fair call for both teams? That kind of thing. So, yeah, so that's my Apple Android thing. I'm going all over, just all over. This is my brain today. So if you're a football fan, are you watching today's game? Who are you rooting for? Let me know in the comments below. I'll root for your team. I'll root for your team. If they win, I'll be like, yay, they played a good game. Okay. So anyway, taking it back again, November is going to be my focus of kind of upgrading my computer, hopefully, and really learning a few things. Prism Live is kind of fun because it has a lot more things on it. You see where is it? Right here. Do you see that? I see that on my screen. It's like a question mark. And then, do you see that? Those are two eyes. So those are the two stickers that I was playing around with, and I never took them off. So, I never took them off. And I don't know if I can add stickers live. That would be kind of fun if I could add stickers live. Let's see what can I do? Can I do a background? Let's see. Background template. Okay, and how about that one? Let's see. Background template and webcam. There we go. Do you see that? I don't know if you see that. I see that. But anyway, I'm going to play around with this, and then once I get my computer upgraded, I'll start doing OBS Studio, playing around with I kind of like OBS Studio in that I can do do backgrounds. But yeah, I don't think you can see it. It's okay if you can't. But anyway, all that to say, that's what I'm doing for the month of November. Also, this past week was Red Ribbon Week, and I got 5 minutes. Last week was Red Ribbon Week, and, we dressed up every day to be drug-free. It's a fun time because it does lead up to Halloween. Excuse me, it's a fun time because it leads up to Halloween, and people are just kind of squirrely anyway. The kids, the adults, and it's just a lot of fun to, we've been working hard since August. It's just fun to safely and just safely have fun with your students. So usually Friday, but for this week, excuse me, this week, it was Thursday. We had character dress up day, which is like a Halloween dress up. So my team and I dressed up as teacher doctors. I wore a lab coat as the doctor. I had a name tag. So Mrs. Floyd, doctor, teacher, lead. And then my girls wore scrub pants, and they had their names, doctor, teacher, para. So it was a lot of fun. So real quick, and then I'll let you go. How did we come up with doctor, teacher? Well, there is a little kindergartner, sweet as pie, who is just mesmerized with my class and my team. And she went up to one of my paras earlier this month and asked, "Are you guys doctor teachers?" I think she said doctor teachers or teacher doctors. I don't know. She might have said teacher doctors. And my para said, "Yeah, I guess you could call us that." And she came back and told the rest of the team that story. And we were so touched that she was just very, very innocent, teacher, doctor, doctor, teacher, because we do, and she sees us at lunchtime doing more than, just what a typical teacher would do. We kind of assist students during lunchtime. And so we thought that it would be really fun to dress up as doctor, teacher, teacher, doctors. But I also drafted, before November, I drafted a short story about this little girl who noticed her classmates or her schoolmates that looked a little different, and she learns about their differences, and she learns about how they're really not all that different from her, and they have the same likes, and they wear they like the same clothes, and that kind of thing. And it dawned on me that maybe I've been going about this novel writing business all wrong. Maybe I should try my hand at writing children's books. And even if they never get published, just that'll get me writing. I can share them, with my students and with other students. So that's kind of what I'm kind of noodling in my head. So we'll see what comes of that. But the first story, not too shabby for just writing it out at 11 o'clock at night, Wednesday night, because I told my girls, my team, that I would. So that about wraps it up for the last Saturday of October. When we meet next week, it'll be the first week of November. And because it's November, I probably won't do a live on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Or if I do, I may be traveling in the car. Last time I did a live in the car, somebody commented that I was bouncing a lot. Yeah, the car bounces, so I don't know. But I'll do my best to check in. Let me know how your day is going. Let me know what things you have on tap for this week. If you have children and you're going trick-or-treating with your kids, let me know what costumes they are wearing. If you don't have kids or your kids are grown, let me know if you plan on handing out candy. And if so, what is your favorite? Oh, no, I got a better question. As a child, what was your favorite candy to get trick-or-treating if you went, or just your favorite candy, period? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and remember, you, yes, you, are enough. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye.